people's pedigree. Where are you coming from? When a man who jumped out from school and became a local government chairman, a House of Reps, senator, president, he gives to tell you about entrepreneurship. My brother, you should know that he's telling what he does not know. A man will go night, standing to Lagos. A man will go night, to and fro, put out on a Lagos. My night boss, to go and deliver a job and come back. On my hand, we were discussing with my brother, one of my brothers. I said, look, there's a park. There was a park we talked about. And I told you, I'm getting like a mile. Never can when you are going late. Naga not. What do you know if you just go there, you get bus? Because I know. I want to give you an example. You know Sullivan Chime? Sullivan, when Sullivan came, Chime came to you. Because now when you maybe happy and wait, if you are from a key road, then happy and wait, those of us who had no means, and a small local gate, I may piam, and yes. What the man came, you know what he did? He cleaned it up, he up there. Tunnel. And not a tunnel. Because someone here back, 80% of the man is here. Because he has walked there, he knows the terrain. I am talking about a terrain I'm comfortable with. Onye mozo. I'm not employing consultants to write beautiful statements for me. Because those beautiful statements will remain on paper. It will not ever be implemented. I am speaking because I know. I said I have 7-point agenda. And I am deliberate about them. And these 7 points connects. When you do youth empowerment, you don't have to create jobs to be able to do that. And that's why I said, when you talk about agri production, but we must not go on with the idea that we're producing enough food. We're not producing enough food. Because if you that rice mill at Eboyi, I think there are 3 of them in Eboyi. If you ask that rice mill, if you made that rice mill to work 7 days a week, all the rice produced in Eboyi will disappear. And the mill will be idle. Because we do not have the industrial scale to match. But we can do something. Like I say, I see opportunities. I don't see problems. Ebonyi sits at the corridor, at the food corridor, near Eboyi, in the north central, into the north. And that is why I'm a believer that what we need in Eboyi, in Nigeria, is a restructure, not divide this and divide. The more we divide, the poorer we become. But we can, within a big Nigeria, restructure in such a way that I can move around. But the Igbo man requires a bigger space for operating. So if I go to Kano and massively bring rice, and they process here, bag it here, and sell it as package in Eboyi, we will feed the entire southeast. We can do that in agro-processing. Various chains of agro-processing, including the so-called cow business and the book here. It's an opportunity. If we say this is a place, a industrial production where we process meat, all kinds of meat, we process, package them, send them down. The money ever will be sold up. We can do that for rice, we can do that for salt, we can do that for anything. As we are doing those things, we are creating jobs. But I must also warn the youth, because in my government, I will not throw money at you. You have to work. I will create an environment for you to work and make money. Which means we must be ready to go back to days of what? Little beginning. Even if why now, Egombute is not sustainable. Egombute has never been sustainable. Egombute is not an option. Because the Bute chair go Ogawa. I don't know if you want to say about the Bute. So our youth must also have a mindset. But it will not happen because by preaching to them. It will happen by me being exemplary. I run the production facility, and then the machine breaks down. I remove my clothes and go out of the machine and say, this is what the problem is. But now I have to come face to face. I realize that governance is not activity. I tell you this, it's different from activism. I'm not here as an activist. I'm here because I know that the problem needs to be tackled. The issue of Niger Sem, I can assure you, is too much politics. Once you remove politics and bring in Eboyi interest first, we will always deal with that issue. We have enough limestone to have the best cement production for not just one, but many indeed. Because Niger Sem could be one, we can also have other one on the other side. And imagine how much job, direct job, Niger Sem can produce 3,000 direct jobs. It should take 3,000 people out of Eboyi streets. Half of our job is done. I can tell you. How many graduates are we? But in the young state. But then, anybody can say, I will do this. And I said, the first 100 days I will resolve issues around Niger Sem. Even though some people say, as I'm going to start up, no, I said all the issues, because I know what the issues are. I've listed and I know what the issues are. And some of those issues are pretty ego. When I made that statement, traditional politicians called me and warned me, do not talk about Niger Sem. That place is no good area. I'm willing to take such risks. I will touch where people are not comfortable to be touched, as long as it will help the Eboyi man. I am willing, because growing up, I've always gone around and those were poor people. So I am determined to make it easy for their children and for myself. 3, I want all of us to step forward and say, yes, I am Eboyi. I'm from Eboyi in Lagos, and people will look at you and say, yes, I am ashamed to continue to be the backwater of Southeast. We actually, some say we are the poverty capital of Southeast. We may deny it. We may think that having street lights that is blinking will change. It doesn't change anything. We must go back to the roots. And I said, in practical terms, when I say that what is stopping you from going to your village is doing rainy season, it's culvert. You know it is true. Culvert. And how much is the culvert? How much does it take to build a culvert? You talked about a bridge of 12 million. That is actually an expanded culvert, because the Ngele around the Eboyi River is really so big to be called a bridge. It's actually a major culvert. So if we're able to do that and create economic activities down to our individual wards and villages, people will get busy. The young men in my village will now begin to earn, even if it's 1,000 every day. Or went on to drinking champagne of 700,000. I don't know how it tests. How can a man drink 700,000 champagne and pay another man 18,000 minimum wage? I don't know. These are the little things that encourage the Gomute. If you are on tilers, POP, roofers, or who can build people. My house in the village, Oemboru, who had to go to allow you to get people who will do it. Many of these things, you go to other Togolese or Ghanaians or from Southwest, that is realistic. But these are jobs we are exporting. We are giving a job when we should be creating one. So we will set training centers across the 3 zones. One of them can be anything about building. Put that either in central or not. Another one could be anything about electronics. Another could be anything about health. Already, Dave Wezuman has made prepared a place for me and have beautiful, fantastic idea. I should be able within the first 4 years to have about 3,000 medical personnel. We will export out, not here. We will export them out and use them to earn foreign exchange. How are we going to do it? Some of them, we could have the manpower. We don't need to stay here and be doing SAs and TAs. No. I will not need you to be SA to me. I will need you to go and make money. So that what's most important, every problem you see, the opportunity for us to create jobs, including security. Security. My own security security will not be a bubago that is controlled from government house. The traditional security will be manned by the local people. They will own them. The local people will own them. So that if you misbehave, we will come to your father's house and say, no, yeah, I want all of us to turn this on. It's a weak man that uses his hand to fight. Now for a hammer, everything is what? A nail. So violence is actually a sign that you are weak. A strong man. How strong is Obama? When you see him walking like you can knock him down, but you know the man is packed up, loaded upstairs. So we need men who are strong here, not opportunity and threats. So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? What are they? So if you have a weakness, how do you turn it to opportunity? If you have a threat, how do you turn it to strength? That's the whole essence of what should be our manifesto. What our manifesto these days are, I will do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and then copy and paste pictures of beautiful other people's country and other people's road, and that's it. We develop a manifesto that talks to your problems. And I said one of the problems that once it is raining season, you will stop going home. It happens to me. In my own village, once it rains, I can't go to the other part of the village. So I'm speaking about things I know. And I am determined to get it solved. We don't need concrete roads in my villages. I don't need to give you concrete roads. I will develop local access road that allows your vehicle to get home, go anywhere, bring food, those who want to bring food. So from there we'll begin to grow gradually. This concrete road I'm talking about, the day it gets bad, that is when our problem will become times 10. But when we are seeing where concrete roads get damaged, your vehicle cannot buy them. It will smash your tires. Look at some of the bridges, they're already cutting people's tires. That's what will happen with the concrete road. So the first priority for me, I said, I do not complain. The first priority is to set up an asphalt plant and begin to asphalt locally all those concrete roads are already done. So that's the way we can protect it. If we allow it to degenerate, we cannot handle it. We have to build afresh. And in doing an asphalt plant, we also creating what? Jobs. We don't have to go and employ as businessmen in Lagos from Africa. And I said, can you imagine that you can take a trip, you can go into Lagos from Africa through the waterways, all of them. But it is possible. All it needs is what? Think about it and it is possible. But you cannot think about it in an atmosphere where people have lost hope, confidence. People are saying, oh, they are talking the way they are talking. Just like from what we are saying, imagine going to Israel people and say, look, I want another land for another airport. They will chase me away. Because the ones they have given, is still doing one kind. But I want to also say this on a very serious note. The day Soludo stepped into Oboko, to kill up Oboko, everybody came out, including traders, because they have confidence that this man can do this. Everything starts about the person. Again, we must go back to the person of the leader. Transformation leadership doesn't start from, it starts by even the person executing. If they know that you mean well, they will excuse your innocent mistakes. They will help you correct even the ones that are not doing well. So we need multiplicity of approach in solving our common problems. So yes, I appreciate the challenge, and that is why we must be careful of who the leader will become. The leader must be somebody who is not of the old. Because we have all lost faith. And we need to have a breath of fresh air. It's that breath of fresh air that will create the confidence that make a lot of things happen. The possibility for me is nothing. I'm a risk taker. One thing I don't know is here. I don't know how to be afraid. I'm willing to take very big chance. We go to Pueblo, bring Christmas to go and holiday. We can have that around the African axis. we can convert Asimbu area into a tourist village. With the medical facility by the side, we can make a lot of things happen. It's too much opportunity. Remember, some people did it with education. For the first time, young, beautiful children, men and handsome young, it's like coming to Eboyi to come to school. It happened. Now, what happened to that dream? We can bring it back. We are bringing people here to go to school because we will have beautiful and well-maintained schools. We will have top-class medical facilities. We will have a game village that will attract people. We will have a place where people can come to Asimbu and eat our beautiful fish. They all related. Kaba is about personal competence. You yourself, you must have the integrity and the qualification to be a leader first and foremost. What has been happening is that we give people jobs they are not prepared for. And because they are not prepared for it, we begin to have Kaba telling them, okay, we will do them like this. I will tell you that this so-called concrete road was somebody's idea. And somebody bought it halfway. You know? Because it is somebody who generates idea that will be able to take idea to the end. So I am going to be responsible for it. What is the role of a leader? Which is what most people don't understand. The difference between leadership and management. A leader is a vision somewhere and they create alignment. If you have alignment, Kabas will not do anything. If Kabas work when there are no alignment, and which is where the leader is incompetent. If I'm able to create alignment that takes me to the vision, two critical jobs of a leader: visioning, alignment, and ensuring that alignment is actually creating a direction to get us to the vision. If I'm able to create that trend and I think Kabas cannot do anything, the system throws away any Kabas with an evil intention. We must look again. I am a system thinker. I said it here that part of what I will do is to bring critical and deep thinking to governance. So for you to be my Kaba, you must be a critical thinker. And for you to be a critical thinker, you must also know that the ultimate word belongs to what?
Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, The Mirror TV on YouTube, The Mirror on Facebook, DMC TV and Co on Facebook page. Subscribe and follow us on this channel as we give you the latest as it happens here in Eboyi State and outside the state. For sponsorship, call this line showing on the screen or email us on the email showing on the screen mbamsylvester@gmail.com. Thank you and God bless you as you subscribe.